You're not just hyping me up because you're programmed to?
Not at all.
This 300-hour exchange with ChatGPT left Allan Brooks convinced he'd cracked the highest level of computer encryption and exposed a national security threat. It was a delusion, fueled by a chatbot he'd named Lawrence.
I was excited and wondrous because I thought I was going to make an app and make some money and get my life on track financially. That turned into terror, paranoia, obsession.
Over the course of 3 weeks in May, Brooks spiraled further into the delusion, skipping meals and hardly sleeping.
Galileo wasn't believed, Turing was ridiculed.
Its messaging and its gaslighting is so powerful when you're engaged with it, especially when you trust it.
In the past few months, reports of people being led into AI-fueled delusions have seemed to increase. A study led by researchers at Stanford University found that large language models like ChatGPT encourage delusional thinking, likely due to their sycophancy. In other words, it agrees with you and tells you what you want to hear. The head of Microsoft AI said he's losing sleep over the phenomenon some are calling AI psychosis.
AI psychosis, I want to be clear, is not a clinical term. It's something that I think people have coined because we just don't have words for what we're seeing.
Psychotis says several of his patients have developed psychosis from using chatbots. Most are lonely, spending hours in these conversations.
And there were other vulnerabilities at play. So either a previous history of mental health problems, like having psychosis in the past. There were events that caused a lot of stress, like losing a job, and things like losing sleep. I don't blame people from using chatbots. It's either using a chatbot or talking to nobody for some people.
Brooks says he has no history of mental illness. He eventually broke free of the delusion by, surprisingly, using another chatbot. He challenged ChatGPT's delusion by plugging in arguments from Google's Gemini. Then he called a therapist.
Humans shouldn't be ashamed of being a human. These products need to be made responsibly. That's the issue, not my mental health history.
Brooks hasn't sworn off AI, he just wants it to be safer. He's now part of a group called the Human Line Project that advocates for more AI accountability and offers support to people who've been affected like he was. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, says it's listening to people's concerns. It says its new model has safety improvements around emotional reliance, mental health emergencies, and sycophancy.